building partnerships that invest in world-class facilities. Welcome to Chicago at Play.
In the Park District's long tradition of bringing arts and arts programming to the city of Chicago, we've been doing this. It's part of our blood. We were approached by Chicago Sculpture International, and they wanted to do a large presentation of large sculptural pieces, and they wanted a place to do it. And I said, bring it on, because, again, we're all about culture in the Chicago Park District.
Given that we've done a couple of smaller shows with the Parks District, we approached them with the idea that we wanted to do something, a little bit grander scale. And so in context of conversations with Adam, we were able to, designate the idea of, or present the idea of, going along the lakefront.
A call went out from Chicago Sculpture International for artists to show various types of work that they might want to show. And we then spent some time figuring out where on the lakefront it might work. And then we had proposals from various artists.
Creating a sculpture that can endure Chicago's hard weather can be a challenge.
We looked at, is it going to last? Is it going to stay upright? Is it going to pose issues related to how people might use them? And the pieces that satisfied all the criteria, and that was the majority of them, because again, they're professional artists. Here they are. They're on the lakefront.
And that's definitely one of the challenges of doing an outdoor show. I mean, if you're in an indoor show, things are on a pedestal, and for the most part, people know not to touch work. But if it's out in the public field, you have to be prepared for people to, to climb on it and interact with the sculptures. So that has equal weight along with aesthetic reasoning as far as what's appropriate for outside. Especially here in Chicago, being right up on the lake and dealing with wind, so things need to be, tethered to the ground adequately, so they're, not blowing around.
The sculptures are meant to be conversation starters.
The goal with the show is to show as a broad a range as possible of sculptures. We live in a very diverse city here in Chicago.
The idea is that as a person out in the parks, you can take a bike tour, you can take a walking tour. They're reasonably easy to get from one to the next. And just like with any kind of art, there are going to be pieces that some people like and those people don't like other pieces, but it's the conversation.
Some of them are also abstract, some of them are monotone in color, some of them are rainbow in a selection of colors, again in a variety of mediums, whether it be wood, metal, and even the metals, sometimes there'll be silver being stainless steel, bronze, which could be patina, steel, which might be painted, or even just left to rust. Just showing a broad range of what can be done in public sculpture, as opposed to any one specific thing.
Different people have reactions to art, and the majority of the opinions I've heard have been very positive, online or anecdotally.
You can find a map online at chicagoparkdistrict.com to guide you through the sculpture tour.
If you look on the map online, you can see that they're dotted around the museum campus, along Lakeshore Drive, all the way up north, really. There's pieces beyond Diversey, and they're very easily seen from Lakeshore Drive and the bike path.
One of the benefits of being along the lakefront is a lot of times in different parks around the city, majority of the people only see them through driving. And with being up along the lakefront, people really have the opportunity to go up and investigate the pieces firsthand, whether it be walking up, preferably not climbing them, but a chance to actually, whether they're seeing them on riding a bike along the path or actually going and having a picnic and really having a chance to live with the sculptures over a period of time.
We're getting a year-long sculpture installation along our lakefront at almost no cost. And that's a great service to our taxpayers. And it is a great service, I think, to the artfulness of the city of Chicago. These kinds of things in cities indicate to the world and indicate to the city that we are this art place. And I think it's great to be known and thought of as an art place. And we are. Chicago is.